you, pretend like you, pretend brings up.
Cash out on a video, make 'em cash out to see the rodeo. But I'ma show it back and nasty.
Hi and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Doucette. In this video, I will be recreating this makeup look I saw on TikTok from a makeup artist, but because there was like eyeshadow, I haven't done eyeshadow in a while, I was like, you know what, let me do some makeup therapy and just play my makeup and practice. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope you enjoy the video. Makeup look that I will be doing today is this one. I want to recreate the eye look because I don't do eye looks a lot anymore, and I want to get back into that. Get started on the base and then we can move on to the eye look. I'm just gonna do my regular base that I do all the time. It's very similar to what her base is in that picture. Pink under eye, all of that. So I'm gonna go in and prime to begin, and I'm using my Danessa Myricks Glow Serum. I really love this glow serum. It's so hydrating on this Universal Radiant blurring balm. I've been using these two things recently, and the glow that both of them give me together is amazing. I don't wear foundation, only concealer and this blurring balm. I'm gonna start with my concealer. I'm using the Fenty We're Even concealer in the shade 445N. That underneath my eye, on my chin, and then a little bit on my forehead. And I'm gonna let that sit so it can give me the most coverage. As that sits, I'm just gonna put on my cream bronzer. I always start on the cheeks when I'm putting on my cream bronzer, and then kind of work my way over to my forehead. When I first apply bronzer, I'm not super precise with the bronzer because I'm gonna keep going back in, blend in my concealer, my blush. I saw on TikTok a girl was saying that where she feels like she really went wrong in life is that she stopped playing in her makeup. I think she was being hyperbolic, but I don't think I went wrong in life since I stopped playing in my makeup. But I do used to play my makeup a lot when I was like in college and in high school when I started wearing makeup, and there was something so therapeutic about just sitting by my mirror. I didn't used to have a vanity, just like a big mirror in my room, and I would just sit there and watch YouTube videos and try to recreate looks, and that was just so fun. Like, it really was therapeutic. I want to get back to just playing in my makeup and having fun with it. And finding some time to do that, because as you get older you do get busy, but I feel like you still should find things that you enjoy to do. And I think I'm gonna add this to my hobby list, is just playing with my makeup. I'm going to blend out my concealer. I'm gonna start on my chin. I haven't worn foundation in a really long time, and I don't know if I should like go back to it. I do like the way that I do my makeup now with just the concealer. I think I've really gotten it to a point where it looks so good. I always get so many compliments on my makeup in person and like when I post videos on YouTube, on TikTok. So now I'm gonna use the Danessa Myricks blurring balm. This is in the number 9, and I'm gonna use this to kind of underpaint. I really love this stuff. It really does blur your skin. Second concealer, which is from Lancome. It is a Teint Udall Ultra Wear All Over Concealer. This is in 495 warm. A little bit of that under my eye, and then on my chin. I'm not gonna put any on my forehead because I'll just use whatever is left on my beauty blender, and I'm gonna let that sit as well. I think the most important thing about your makeup coming out good is really taking your time. I always say this, taking your time and blending your products really well. Next is blush. In this look that I'm recreating, her blush is intense. That's how I like my blush. That's how I do my blush. If you're gonna get your blush that intense is to use cream blushes. I have 3 here from Danessa Myricks. I'm gonna start with the lightest one, which is Rose and Brunch. Start with applying it at the highest points of my cheek, right next to the end of my eye. And I'm only gonna start with a little bit and tap it in slow, blend it in. And when I tap it in, it's very light motion and I go under my eye. We want to just keep building on that. This is also from Danessa Myricks. It's in the shade It Girl. Love this blush down as well. It's a darker pink. And I'm going to take this where I stopped with that blush. That's where I'm going to apply It Girl. Right underneath. And I love that Painted by Esther makeup look or blush look. So my blush goes underneath my eye. I do this before I apply my lighter highlight concealer, but I like a lot of blush. This is the same concealer I just used, but it's in 420N. It's a lighter shade, just a little lighter, because I like a bright under eye. I use, 4 concealers? Because I'm going in with the first concealer I used in a different shade, a lighter shade. This is 375N. And I'm going to apply that too. So now I'm going to blend it out. Blend it out. I'm not dragging it further out than where I placed it. I really want the bright under eye to be focused where I placed the concealer. One thing you really want to pay attention to when you're blending is like this little crevice, because sometimes there's like buildup of product there and you really have to make it a point to get in there and blend it out, or else when you set your face it's going to look crazy. After I blend my last concealer, what I will do is I will go back with my blush brush. I won't put any more product on and bring back a little bit of that blush that was lost or diffused when I put on my concealer. The way you set your under eye is you want to take it on powder puff, rub off the powder on your hand, blow it, and then take your beauty blender, blend one more time under your eye before you apply the powder. Apply it under your eye. And when you apply it, you want to treat this like you're blending in your powder into your face and not just setting it on top of your concealer and leaving it. Like, you really want to work this into your under eye. That is how you're going to get that seamless under eye look. This Sephora Micro Smooth in a big brush, and I apply this all over my face. Mine's is in a bag because they don't sell this shade anymore, and I love this stuff. So it broke and I needed a way to preserve it. You want to put a little bit on your eyebrows because you don't want shiny eyebrows. You can still see like my blush poking through, my bronzer's poking through a little bit, but not as prominent as it was when my whole face was just creams. I'm going to set my blush with this Huda Beauty Easy Bake powder in the color Cherry Blossom Cake. I like to set my pink blushes with pink setting powder, just a little bit, and apply that where you applied your blush. I'm going to take my powder bronzer and go over the same place that I put my cream bronzer. I love bronzer. It's so crazy nowadays that there's this like trend of clean girl makeup where nobody's really putting on makeup for real. It's I put makeup on, like a lot of makeup on. As you can see, I use like 4 concealers. But back in the day, it was all about putting product on. Obviously putting it on in a way that was flattering, but you had to put the stuff on, you know? You couldn't just, I mean you could, but if you wanted that really beat glam look, there was a lot of products you had to use, and you had to really work a lot of it in to make it look good. And now nobody wants to put on makeup no more. I don't understand that. It's not even a bronzer, it's a press powder, but I love it. The main part and my favorite part, which is blush. Her blush is a dark pink right here. And then up here, it's a lighter pink. Pink that I'm going to use is from House Labs in the color Dragon Fruit Days. The light pink I'm going to use is the Makeup by Mario Poppy Pink. So I'm going to start with the lighter pink and go from there. I'm going to apply my powder blush the same way I applied the cream one. Starting really high and then working the blush into my under eye. I'm looking at the picture again and it looks a little bit lighter than this. So I'm going to mix this with one of my Juvia's Place blushes. Mix it with this bottom blush from Juvia's Place. This is volume 4. Okay, I think we're starting to get what the picture looks like now. And I'm gonna leave that like that and go into the Dragon Fruit Days blush by House Labs. Go directly underneath and more towards like the middle. So I'm gonna start at about there with this blush. I love the way that looks. I love blush. What's also going to really bring this blush look together, the pink powder, setting powder that I always use with all my looks. It's also from One Size. It's an ultra pink. It's going to give me that bright under eye, which I personally love. Brush and swipe off that setting powder. Now we're getting into the eyeshadow. Started on one eye, as you can see, just to, you know, just to test it out before I got on camera. I'm using this, it's my Ray Ray palette that's so old, so old. It's from BH Cosmetics. I got it so long ago. This is what her eye looks like. It's not quite all the way pink. It's more warm, like just brown base on my eye. The other eye, I started a little bit. So I'm taking this color, is called Control Freak. It's like a brown. Blend that in. The color next to it, which is like a grayish brown, and that color is Mousse. And I'm gonna take that more towards just the edge of my eye and pack it in like on my eyelids. And then I'm going to take this really dark grayish brown right here called Brownie Bite. And that is going to go like right here on my eye. With the color Spice, which is like a brownish, kind of orangish color. And put that right there on my eye. And then I'm going to take this orange color Sunset right there and put that a little bit on the lid just to bring out a little bit of more of that orange in the previous shadow. And with this Fenty shadow palette, I don't know if they make this anymore. This is in number 4. It has a lot of pink shades in here, and I'm going to take this pink color like on this part of my eye, because she has like a blown out pink look right there that kind of blends in with the pink eyeshadow. Or not the pink eyeshadow, it blends in with the pink blush and the pink under eye. You see? Oh yeah, that looks good. That's exactly what it looks like in the picture. Well, not exactly, but you know, close enough. And I also think she has some shimmer on her eyelids. So I'm gonna, I will put shimmer on, but for the most part, and for my skill level currently, I think we got pretty close. I do think I need to darken this area of my eye a little bit. So I'm gonna mix a little bit of Brownie Bite and then like a purplish shade. And I'm gonna use a slightly denser brush, spice again, and really pack that onto my lids as well. Oh yeah. I just added this really light, like nude color in the color beige. And this is what it's looking like. She definitely has on some sort of shimmer. Looks like goldish. I haven't done a brow bone highlight in years. Years. Moon Dust shadows. I think I want to use this one. That's it. It's really only like at the very top. This is in the color Space Cowboy Spectrum Bronzer from CoverGirl. It looks like this, and this is the like quote unquote eyeshadow I use on a daily basis. Let's see if she has eyeliner on. Like brown eyeliner she has on. I do have a brown eyeliner that I've really been loving lately. It is the Kosas gel eyeliner in the color Depth. Lashes. She has very wispy lashes. This is the finished makeup look, and I really love the way that it looks. Like, I can't believe I actually did an eye look and it didn't turn out bad. So yeah, this is the finished makeup look. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.